সাল থেকে প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস অগণিত হজ ও উমরা যাত্রীদের দিয়ে আসছে সর্বোচ্চ মানের সেবা। প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস নর্থ অফ ইংল্যান্ডের একমাত্র বাঙালি সৌদি মিনিস্ট্রির উমরা অ্যাপ্রুভ ট্রাভেল এজেন্ট। আপনার যে কোনো এয়ারলাইন্সের টিকিটের জন্য প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেসে যোগাযোগ করুন। প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস বিমান সহ সৌদি, টার্কিশ ও রয়্যাল জর্ডানিয়ান এয়ারলাইন্সের অ্যাপ্রুভ টিকিট এজেন্ট, আয়েটা ও এটল প্রোটেক্টেড। প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস আপনার বিশ্বস্ত ট্রাভেল এজেন্ট, চেডারটন ওয়ে, ওল্ডহাম।
ওল্ডহামে বেড়াতে এসেছেন কিন্তু দেশীয় খাবার না খেয়ে চলে যাবেন না? তাহলে ওল্ডহাম সেন্ট্রাল মসজিদের পাশে উজানবাটিতে চলে আসুন। তৃপ্তিকর দেশীয় হালিম, চানা পেঁয়াজি, পোলাও, পায়াস ও সুস্বাদু মাছ খেয়েও যান, সাথে করে পরিবারের জন্য নিয়েও যান। উজানবাটি, 90A ফেদারস্টন রোড, ওল্ডহাম, OL9 6BX।
আপনি কি নতুন ঘরে উঠছেন অথবা পুরনো ঘরে নতুন কার্পেট, ল্যামিনেট অথবা উডেন ফ্লোর লাগাতে চান? তাহলে বাঙালি অধ্যুষিত এলাকা ওয়েস্টউডের ফ্লোরস ডাইরেক্টে চলে আসুন। আমাদের এখানে সব ধরনের কার্পেট, রাগস, ম্যাটস, রোল্যান্ড সহ যাবতীয় অ্যাক্সেসরিজ সুলভে পেতে পারেন। ফ্লোরস ডাইরেক্ট, 295 ফেদারস্টন রোড নর্থ, ওল্ডহাম, OL1 2 and 8। ফোন করুন 0161 624 3724।
Assalamu alaikum, adab, and welcome to Sa and Ta with Sam. আজকের এপিসোড এপিসোড 5 আমরা পঞ্চম পর্ব। তো আজকের টপিক আমরা আলাপ আলোচনা করব মেন্টাল অ্যান্ড ফিজিক্যাল ডিসেবিলিটি লিয়া। আর আমরা যে ই দেশ বা আমরা দেশ যে আমরা মানে ইটা সম্বন্ধে আমরা কতটুকু অবগতা আছে and how we deal with it. So আজকে আমার সাথে আসুন গেস্ট দুইজন, my niece Rosie Choudhury to my right. Hello Rosie, you all right?
Hello, assalamu alaikum, good evening, adab. I'm here on Santa today. We're going to talk about the mental disability.
Fantastic.
আশা করি আপনারা সবাই আমাদের সাথে উদ্যোগ থাকবেন। Thank you. ধন্যবাদ।
And to the right of Rosie, we have my all-time partner in crime, Janab Idris Ali.
Partner
Welcome.
in crime. Partner in crime. Your partner, I say crime. He does all the crime, and I'm the partner.
Yeah, but look at that, you know, like you're an accessory too. So that's why you're a partner in crime.
Assalamu alaikum to all the viewers, and I'm delighted to be on here and to discuss this very, very important topic. Not that I'm an expert on it, but hopefully I'll learn something from the program too.
Fantastic, thank you. So, যেহেতু মানে এই টপিকটা it's a quite big topic, very wide, and none of us are experts on the topic itself. So যেহেতু আমরা এক্সপার্ট নাই, আমরা চেষ্টা করব যে আমরা মানে সাধারণত মানে একটা অ্যাওয়ারনেস করবার লাগে আমরা কিছু আলাপ আলোচনা করব। You know, so সাধারণত you know like what I'm going to do before I actually start, আমরা বাক্কা হয়ে আসুন আমরা জয়েন করছন। I'm having a bit of technicalities here, but I can see I've got my other partner in crime, Islamuddin is watching as well. Hello. We've also got Ashraf Rahman Ashboy. Assalamu alaikum, bro.
We also got Latif Bhai.
We've got Latif Bhai as well. Happy
Hello.
day. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum, Latif Bhai.
We've got Lenny Sai,
Lenny Sai, assalamu alaikum.
and Lenny is saying it's echoing. Yes. আমরা তো echo হইছে কি আমরা special sound effect. এটা হইছে কি আমরা it's like we're about to sing, but we're not singing, we're teasing you. So anyway, we'll get back to oh no, might as well read the comments while I'm on acknowledgements. Amda Latif Bhaiya Huida, salam to all. Looking forward to this program. Thank you very much.
Salam.
Lenny Sai is saying salam as well. Wa alaikum salam. Thank you guys for joining us. We've got Shahana Choudhury as well. She's watching. Assalamu alaikum.
Right.
Hello, Shahana.
Hello, Shahana.
Yes. Unfortunately, Shahana Choudhury couldn't join us today. It would have been quite interesting. So, because of your absence, Idris Bhai has decided to take your seat. I hope you don't mind.
Don't call me Shahana Choudhury though, because
no, I'll try not to. I'm going to
Inshallah,
try
I
and
hope to see you
refrain.
next week, inshallah, Shahana.
hopefully you can come next week. Shahana,
Next
but I'll
episode.
try and do my best to replace you. Although I don't think I can, but I'll do my best.
Fantastic. So, I'm just going to, fix my eyebrow. My eyebrow seems to be a bit frosted over. I'm just taking the icicles out. That's better. Is it glistening?
It's normal.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, right. Going on to the topic matter. Does a physical disability or mental disability? Feel free to jump in, guys.
Yeah.
Whenever. আমরা দেশও সাধারণত আমরা সাউথ এশিয়া আমরা অনেক সময় মানে মেন্টাল ডিসেবিলিটি যেটা আমরা হই আর কি সাধারণত আমরা গাঁও গ্রামের মাঝে আমরা মনোহরিটা ওই জন্য জিনের দ্বারা ভূতের দ্বারা ইত্যাদি ইত্যাদি ওই ধরনের জিনিস আমরা কিতা করি আর এটার ইলাজ আমরা করাই কবিরাজের কাছে নিয়ে বা মেসেবার আতানে ফুফা দেওয়াইয়া I mean although faith healing I'm not against it, it's it's something that is common. Ar onek shomoy ashe je if it is a physical thing, for example, emon hoyte pare je choto belay matat agat khaise kew ar o agat pawar karone like their brain function has become limited or certain parts of their brain has become dysfunctional.
I think the important factor here is physical we can see it and we can probably act on it. The mental one is a biggie. That mental one onek shomoy amra dekhao jay na onek shomoy people won't admit to it. And sometimes people feel embarrassed to admit that they've got a mental health issue.
I think sometimes people ignore the issues and they think they don't need to see a doctor. And I mean, a lot of people are not aware. They are aware of it, but sometimes the mental issue it is quite deep, and people think they brush it off and there's nothing wrong. We'll get someone from the mosque, the imam, and but actually it's something to be aware of. People should realise they need medical help. I mean, if medical help doesn't work, hopefully you look at all the other things.
Biologically, looking at it from a scientific point of view, the human brain is vast, it's huge, and I don't think as of yet any doctor can actually say that for certain they have mapped the entire human brain. So onek shomoy amra dekhi tara je shomoy mane tara brain surgery kore, they do it under a relaxant, so the patient is aware when they're probing in the head. So they don't accidentally, interfere with any muscular centers or speech centers or senses. So, medicines and mental health and medicine are a bit sketchy. But it's a lot better than it was back in the dark ages.
But do you think, sorry, I'm going to ask a question within the question.
Please.
Medicines in it, do you think mental health, there's more to other ways of actually tackling it rather than the actual medication? What I mean by that is counselling and other kind of stuff. That's what I meant.
Beautiful point. I'm gonna just stop you there. I'm just gonna stop you there and keep that in mind. There's quite a few comments here, so I'll just quickly go through them. We've also got Shafi Rahman.
Assalamu alaikum.
Tuar Choudhury, my bagna, is watching from down south. Assalamu alaikum, beta balasuni. We've got Abu Sufyan is watching from Buffalo in USA. Assalamu alaikum, bro.
All the way from USA.
Shahana Choudhury Huida, sorry not being able to join you, not feeling too good. Not to worry at all, Shahana Choudhury. I'm not feeling very well either. You could probably tell from my bassy voice. I've got a bit of a chesty, but that's going around everywhere. It's not a digital flu.
It's going around everywhere. That means we're going to get it.
Yes.
It's going to pass it towards you.
What is partnership all about? Caring and sharing.
Please do not pass it on to me.
Now, Shafi Rahman Bhai Huira Salam, what's the subject today? Ask us subject Shafi Bhai Usigya, mental and physical disability and having an awareness and that general attitude towards, you know, whether we're in the Western countries or whether we're in, you know, like South Asian countries, how do we look at these things? How do we recognize things? And how is it, you know, a good practice to move on? So stay with us. I'm in different sections. I'm addressing Khurmu. Stay with us. Shana Choudhury Abar Huida, thank you. You're most welcome. Ashrafur Rahman Bhaiya Huida, who's drinking sa and who's drinking ta then? I'm drinking sa. Rosie's drinking sa, and
I'm drinking.
He's drinking nokhli sa.
Nokhli sa. You can't see it.
And the ta, for some odd reason, is over there. Can someone reach out and give me my ta, please?
You can love your cookies.
Do you want to parade the tar? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I'll go and doing a cookie dance.
Yeah.
Now that could
that's
be,
the tar.
you know,
that's the tar.
That's my tar, and I'll demonstrate how to actually, you know, like eat a cookie. Watch carefully. Can we get a close up, please? Let's see if it works.
So, Sal, you've been a cookie monster today.
Cookie monster.
That's a good name for him, Rosie. That's a good name, Cookie Monster.
So, sorry, going back on track. Shana Choudhury, good luck, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I just Islamuddin bhai ekta question জিজ্ঞাসা can I just answer that?
Please.
His question was, Salam Ije and your guest, please explain, does depression affect people's mentality?
Yes.
Definitely.
We are coming to that.
Yeah, depression does, yeah. And
this way is a question within a question. That is a fantastic one. I'm just going to quickly read out Islamuddin bhai. I'm going to answer your question in a moment. Shafira Manahuira, good topic, need to approach it sensitively. A lot of awareness is needed amongst our community, and I couldn't agree more. Right, so going back to Idris Bhai's original comment, you were talking about preventative measures and ongoing measures.
Yeah.
Now, let's take mental health, for example. One element of mental health that the majority of the people suffer is depression.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yep.
I agree. It's in the UK, it's epidemic. It's 1 in 4 people are suffering, and obviously there are not enough help out there.
Yes.
But
you see, one of the major causes for, you know, like not recognizing depression is it doesn't have a physical appearance.
That was my point.
You can't really actually see. Sometimes a giveaway marker is someone who tries to avoid, you know, answering direct personal questions, or questions that could be sensitive and a route to the actual issue which is causing the depression. Another sign could be, you know, like simply someone just who is trying to shrug things off, laughing things off, unusually more than normal. So again, it's really difficult because if you're not trained, you know, to sort of recognize these things, it's very difficult to actually support a friend. You know, for example, you know, in this way, you know, we've been friends for quite a while. Now, if you're depressed, if you're suffering from depression, it's going to be really difficult to actually recognize, because since I've known you, you know, I've seen, you know, the other way that you are. That's the way you are. Yeah. But what if I actually, you know, met you whilst you were in your depressive state, and then, you know, it's been an ongoing thing for so many years.
I think you can sort of get some indicators with the depression. A lot of people stay in isolation. They're lonely. They won't socialize. And if I suddenly in a few weeks' time you see me disappear, and whenever you call me, you say, "Oh, can you come out?" I keep saying no, and I don't come out to friends and all that. I'm not saying that's, you know, 100%, but that could be a sign.
Yeah,
the sudden withdrawal of coming out, socializing, that could be a sign as well. And you know, when you said that we can't always tackle it, I think I'm not saying we're doctors or experts, but we can do things to help. For example, ensuring somebody who is always isolated, going and seeing that person, talking to that person, being friends with that person, giving them company, honestly, that could actually help that person. I think a lot of the times people suffer because of lack of friends, or social media plays a big part. I've just been to, actually, coincidentally, I've just been to some mental health training through work.
No way.
Yeah, today's mental health training. And
Right,
social
viewers,
media.
this is not a setup.
It's not a setup.
I didn't know he actually went to a training, honestly.
Yeah, and what they said was social media these days plays a massive part in people's mental state. And I don't know what our viewers, or would they agree to it, but social media plays a big part.
But it's not just social media. People are meant can have
Right.
different ways triggering.
We actually have a caller.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
great.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, caller.
Assalamualaikum.
Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Sorry.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Brother, thank you very much. I'm on live now.
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. It's a nice program, nice and interesting.
Thank you.
Yes, I did make a comment earlier on, brother. As you know, depression is a very common, more or less like an illness, and it runs through our majority of our Asian people. Yes. What's the best way to get out of the depression? Can you advise us a little bit on that, please?
Realistically, Baijan, it's a difficult question to answer because we're not trained professionals. Idris Bhai has just gone on a training, so I'll actually pass that over to Idris Bhai if you don't mind.
I just concur with what Ijay Sambai has said. Again, I'm going to say, we're not experts. I can only give you sort of signs and indication what you can do. And the first and foremost thing I've just mentioned earlier is people with depression stay alone, lonely a lot of the times. They isolate themselves. এটা যদি দেখুন আপনারা নিখুর কাছে নেই তেম আসলে মনে হলো কিছু প্রবলেম আছে বাড়াবাড়িতে না দেখবা অনেক সময় নাই বাড়াবাড়িতে চাই না লোকে মিষ্ট চাই না একলা থাকতে চাই না all that. These kind of things are very big indicators that person has got some problems. আর আপনি যদি মনে করেন নিখুর কাছে কোনো জো থাকে নাই মোলা তে আপনি জ্ঞান নিজে তারা কিছু কোম্পানি দিবা বুঝতে চাইবা কিতা প্রবলেম কোনো একটা ইস্যু আসেনি. I think that's a lot of the time we don't do that. আমরা মানুষের ফালাই তো রাখি বুলিলে মানুষের তারা কোম্পানি দিই না.
That's exactly I was going to say that, brother, because this sort of thing leads to more illness, and mentally affected eventually.
Yes. So I hope. It has to address. আমি কইলাম তো আপনার এক্সপার্ট না আশা করি কিছু আপনি আইডিয়া পাইছেন আমার আনসার ভাই.
It's a silent illness, brother. Those I know a lot of friends of mine, that goes to depression from family matters and things like that, and it goes worse to worse day by day. And I like you as you are saying down with the mentally
and we still on by আরেকটা point করলে I went to some other training online দেখছি আমি একটা জিনিস নিয়ে a lot of people going to relationship problems. Relationship problems was কি marriage problems, divorce problems and all that. এরা বেশি both suffer করে through mental illness. Not only women, men as well. Men and women both suffer huge mental illness through relationship problems, separations, divorce, and many other issues like that. That's another biggie I would like to mention.
Men are suffering more and they're not coming out for help. What I can suggest is people.
Sorry to cut you there. Just to be, as focused as we can. I think, brother, আপনি সবচাইতে ভালো হইব আপনি যদি আপনার জিপির সাথে আপনি কনফিডেন্সে আলাপ করুন এমনও হইতে পারে যে আপনার যদি মানে খুব খাসের মানুষ কেউ থাকে বন্ধু বান্ধব যদি থাকে তাহলে বেস্ট হইব গিয়া আপনি আপনার ফ্রেন্ড খুব খাসের ফ্রেন্ডের লগে আপনি কিছু মাতিয়া আপনার মানে যে সমস্যা আছে সমস্যাটা হয়তো কিছু হালকা বাপ হইতে পারে আর সবচাইতে বেস্ট আইডিয়া আমি মনে করি আপনি আপনার জিপির সাথে দেখা করুক লাগে অনেক সময় আছে যে কোনো জিনিস পাইছা আপনি মনে করুক যদি একটা উদাহরণ দিই আপনি যদি একটা হিলের উপরে আপনি পেডাল বাইক নিয়ে যান আর হিলের মুড়ি দিয়ে আপনি যাওয়া শুরু করুন আর পেডাল মারুন এমনি একটা গতি আছে হিলের উপর থেকে নিচে নামতে একটা গতি আর আপনি যদি পেডালও ধরে না নিয়ে পেডাল মারলো না নিয়ে এটার গতি আরো বাড়বো যার কারণে মনে করুক আপনার যে সমস্যা আছে বা যে সমস্যা হয়েছে আপনার ডিপ্রেশনের মূল ই ডিপ্রেশন ই মূলটা যদি আপনি আপনার মানে ফ্রেন্ড বন্ধু কেউর লগে শেয়ার করতে পারেন হয়তো কিছু হালকা হইবা ডাক্তারে অতটুকু দিতে পারবো যে একটা জানের মধ্যে ফেরিশানির পাপ লাগে এই ফেরিশানির লাগে হয়তো ডাক্তারে কোনো মেডিসিন দিতে পারে বা কোনো এক্সারসাইজ হইয়া দিতে পারে বা কোনো ব্রিদিং টেকনিক দিয়া দিতে পারে আমি মনে করি সব চাইতে পালা আপনি ডাক্তারের সাথে দেখা করুন
আরেকটা ওয়েবসাইট আমি ডাইরেক্ট NHS Choices NHS ওয়েবসাইটে গেলে অনেক হেল্পলাইন নম্বর হল আছে অ্যাডভাইস আছে ইফ ইউ গো থ্রু দ্য অফিশিয়াল NHS ওয়েবসাইট দেখবা অনেক ধরনের হেল্প আছে নট অনলি উইথ মেন্টাল হেলথ all sorts of other illnesses that's a very good website to go on
Thank you, Dr. Ajay. And
Dr. Ajay.
What Rosie have to say about this?
Rosie
Like I said, there are more men who are suffering, and men think they need to be strong, but it's not. I mean, no one's perfect. There's help for everyone. People shouldn't look at men do not need help. They're strong. But all the men out there who are suffering, please do go and see a GP. First thing of all is very important, and that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your advice, and I'll take this on board.
Thank you, Kola. After phone,
thank you, bye. Thank you.
I sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart that after একটা solution যাইতে পারেন আর কি and like I say please আপনি আপনার ফাঁসের কোনো ফ্রেন্ড বন্ধু যদি থাকেন প্লিজ আপনি আলাপ করবা তার লগে and definitely go and see আপনার ডাক্তারের সাথে দেখা করবা গিয়া thank you so yes before we actually carry on I'm going to come to Rosie Choudhury specifically on this one I'm just going to read a few comments
that tie is getting to you know
yeah no I'm looking at the SAR and I'm just having tar so SAR tar milaisi that so that's why
tar khao
Two more cookies
আমরা
left.
খাইতাম নি tar
so এখানে বাক্কা হয়ে জন্য দেখরা মাশাআল্লাহ we've got আমরা আসলে Nanu Mia is watching the man with millions of watches assalamu alaikum Nanu bhai
assalamu alaikum Nanu bhai
we've got our one and only Firdausi Rahman
Firdausi Rahman ji assalamu alaikum nice of you to watch us thank you
আমরা আমার partner in crime হইরা সালাম জি and your quest please explain does depression affect people's mentality of course it does
Yes, it does.
it reduces someone's capacity
of course it does yeah
because it creates doubt which in turn actually decapacitize their own actions so they start doubting their own actions so yeah of course it does it's a downhill effect unfortunately Shafi Rahman Huida good topic need to approach it sensitively a lot of awareness is needed and Mohammed Ahmed Junaid is watching as well assalamu alaikum Junaid bhai the CEO he's keeping an eye on us seeing if we're maintaining a good code of conduct
we are I know me and Rosie are I don't know about you though
yeah Shamim Ahmed is watching all the way from Birmingham I believe Salik Mia our very own Salik Mia is watching
Salik bhai assalamu alaikum sir
assalamu alaikum Mohammed Shahzan Batiza is watching he's saying salam to all our very own Yusuf Ali is watching he's keeping an eye on the technical side I'm the technician Shana Choudhury Idris Ali this topic is a stigma in our society they don't want to talk about it therefore people are suffering in silence this has to be made aware and be recognized that it's there Amra Mahbooba Jannat I think she's a new viewer she's saying salam everyone who came up with the name Sayanta sorry guilty
this is the one
guilty very good topic keep it up guys little information helps especially mental illness because it's a silent killer absolutely
I mean even talking we said we're not experts but the fact that we're talking about it bringing it to the fore and making the public aware that's a big step towards
it's a conversation creator
conversation
I mean a lot of people are not aware and there's always a lot of help and I think in our society there's a lot of a lack of communication amongst friends and families
when Rosie's talking we'll eat the science
everybody that's the tar that is the tar
you're eating without me
and I'm going to eat it in a different way than Ije Sambai. I mean, couldn't show off for them last yesterday.
Okay.
How many ways
Don't
is
look at
there
me.
to eat it?
Yeah, you were
Okay,
showing
well,
off.
you carry on. You carry on.
When the
There are
camera's off.
different ways. All I do is break
dip
it
it
off
there.
and I put it all in there.
Oh, I won't dip the
You
cookie.
dunk it.
Yes, just like that.
But you've got tea, I've got something else
Oh,
in
you
there.
pop it in your. You make it into a Santa pudding.
Yeah,
or
something
something.
interesting, yeah?
Nah, I don't
Santa
fancy
pudding
that.
and then the tea.
Oni jara haiba gila
Yeah.
hante.
And then you
Samon
drink
jana
it.
nai.
Yeah.
It is all on its own.
The Sate Akbara gese ki.
No.
You know, there's
Look.
there's
Some-
no end to learning. O arab system iklam Santa
You
haiba.
have the cookies, you have the tea, you can have all the fragrance there. There's
All
nothing
in one.
and all
I'm
in
sticking to
one.
my old way of
Yeah.
eating.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah.
Just to sort of bring you back on track. Oh no, hold that thought. Sorry. Shana Choudhury Idris, they need to get involved in activities. Families need to support them. Absolutely. Mahbooba Jannat Idris, even death. Following
Yeah.
on from her
Death. I agree
previous
with that.
comment, even death in the family can happen.
Can trigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of depression. Absolutely agree with you.
Sir, can I make a point on the death issue now before I quit them?
Yeah, please, whilst we're on it. Yeah.
আমরা ওই কিতা যে সময় একজন মানুষ মারা যায় নেনি মানুষ people are going through some suffering already, but I think sometimes what compounds it is the non-stop একটু জামাতে create within a few days. I think that, do you think that affects you? I'd like to ask that question to Rosie.
Yeah.
When
I lost my child, yeah. It does.
when people like constantly, you know, instead of like leave him alone for a few days to actually mourn for themselves, instead the opposite is created. Do you think that helps, or do you think that makes it worse? Sorry to
No, let's hear it from Rosie.
I think mourning
first,
does help. It's a sudden death in the family, and then people recognize who they are, and it does a huge loss. I mean, when I lost my son 20 years ago, he's 4 months old. He made me a stronger, better person.
So how did you cope with it?
I coped with it because I think the last 15 years I was battling with emotional disorders, and the doctors could have diagnosed me like this was like 25 years ago, and it was such thing that no one talked about it, and they said to me I'm too young to suffer emotional disorders, and it was related to my pregnancy, and I went to doctors, they all gave me any medication, they are saying too young, and what happened was my heart kept saying read the Quran, and the tajweed actually helped me. And I battled with the Quran, with my emotional disorders, and that helped me. My pregnancy, I didn't have a single tablet, and alhamdulillah, I battled, and alhamdulillah.
Mashallah. So
Yeah.
you found release.
Yeah.
You found freedom through faith.
Through faith, and through the
And
Quran.
practice it
And I think
reciting
mine was
Quran.
like a physical, spiritual illness.
Right.
And I'm like, I mean, I could obviously I pray to Allah saying, please give me the strength to raise my children. And I've got 3 children now, and they're all angelic.
Angelic.
Right.
Yeah, and people say to me, how do
I
you get
thought I
away
had
3
speech
children? How do you
impediments.
have 3 children? Get away. I never had sleepless nights. It's the Quran. I used to read every day, 10-15 minutes, and that helped me every day to get up, do my daily life, and raise my children. And there was a point when, like you said earlier on about people, they have like this is woman who was a witch doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
faith healer.
Yeah,
witch doctor faith
yeah,
healer, yeah.
but there were a lot of ladies who were convincing my mom, your daughter needs to go to that person. I said to Mom, I don't need to see a witch. I'm like, bless her, she's mentally ill herself. What I realized is, someone told me that she had a demon possession. I said to her, Mom, I'm not going to that person. She needs more help than me. And it was so tempting. My mom was so pressurized. And I mean, there was a point when I almost fell out on my mom because of this issue. But alhamdulillah, I learned a few years later she was cured. And then, but my faith was strong, and I read tajweed and I read my salah. That's all I needed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You see, again, like you found your escapism,
Yeah.
your escape or your freedom through faith and through practicing faith or studying faith, reciting the Quran and so on. Different people have different ways of like releasing it. For example, আগে হইছি নানি যে অনেক সময় আছে I must admit, hands up, when people talk about used to, mind you, this is like in the past. I used to think, like some people used to say, oh, depression this, depression that, and এটা একটা জিনিস আর কি, like I've never actually fell under that sort of pressure myself, so I cannot in any way, shape or form, like sort of visualize how a person would suffer, because the way I am, maybe the way my brain's wired, I don't know. I take everything with a pinch of salt. Nothing depresses me. Yes, it worry, I do worry like every other person, but I don't get overworked because I've got a different way of thinking. It's like a light switch.
Yeah,
it's either on or it's off.
But that's you.
Different people deal with it.
Different mindset, different mindset.
I deal with different ways.
Yeah, you deal with different.
I mean, a lot is my position in my situation where I'm not dealt. But I was blessed, luckily, with Allah's blessings. But I know a lot of women who have gone off the railings, and it's অনেক কষ্ট ছিল. But alhamdulillah, আমি কোরআন শরীফ পড়তাম প্রতিদিন, and আমার কোরআন আমার একটা শান্তি
I think that unfortunately the worrying thing is, like people like yourself, it's just somebody you are able to deal with it, and you found a way of dealing with it. There's a lot of people out there can't deal with it, don't know how to deal with it, don't know where to get help from, and those are the people that we need to actually.
I'm gonna flip this topic on its backside now. Right, because এই পর্যন্ত না আমরা মাইছি যে একটা রেকগনিশন ঈদের সময় আমরা কিলান জেনারেলি দেখি, ওহন টপিকটা আমরা একটু ফালটাইলাই, and we're going to take it to Bangladesh or the way আমরা South Asia আমরা এটা রেকগনাইজ করি. But before I do that, I'm just going to read out আমরা মাশাআল্লাহ আজকে বাক্কা পার্টিসিপেশন আছে,
well done people.
Thank you guys, and
thank
please,
you for joining us.
Don't take it personally, if I don't shout out everyone's name. I'm going to try my best in between because we've got quite a heavy topic. I'll just quickly mention a few names. Momia is watching. Assalamu alaikum. Shana Choudhury Idris, this is a cultural stigma. Mahbuba Jannate aro adding korchon because you keep everything to yourself and try and hide it. But deep inside the person knows he's not fine, he or she is not fine. You're absolutely right. If you bottle something up, you're bound to blow the top.
You need to release it.
You need a release. Shana Choudhury further added, we all know it's there, but we don't want to raise the issue because again of the stigma. We've got.
There's other things. There's other ways we can do that.
We've got Syed Sadiq Ahmed watching, Jackson Mia, Fazallah Choudhury, Shoail Ahmed, Afia Mia. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
ILB Bangla expert Afia Mia is watching. So
yes. Shana Choudhury kind of question, how do we recognize it? It's very, very difficult, Shana. Simply because different people they're wired differently. For example, me, it's easier. To me, I don't think I've ever been depressed or worked up about any problems, simply because I have a different thought process. It's either on or off. There's no in between.
We need what you have. Whatever you have, we need that, because then we'll never feel depressed.
It's like called, I'm not, guys, I'm not taking, taking the mickey or anything. But to me, I think it's called common sense and logic, thinking logically. For example, if we were to look in computer languages, the binary code is in ones and zeros. There's no 1.5, there's no 2s. It's either on or off. So let's say, for example, you're struggling, you've got financial problems. As an example, you're struggling, you've got financial problems. You need to pay the council tax, or the bailiffs are going to take your carpet from under your feet. Then, in order to deal with it, you simply look at, right, my income, my expenditure, you have to do a budget. You have to prioritize which are your high priority. Keeping the heat on, keeping the lights on. like keeping a roof over the head, and then you see what your disposable income is. That's my my thought straight away. Not everyone thinks that way.
You've got your own
But
strategies. You've got your own ways.
The way I'm wired.
Yeah, but I think people.
But some people,
Deal with it
I know. In my past job, I have dealt with certain cases, but literally they break down.
They do break
down. So, mental health awareness and depression, the silent killer. I've been through that training as well, but those training cannot actually prepare you for real life interaction.
Nope.
Because, like I said before, I could be talking to Rosie and not even realize she's depressed. I can talk to you in this way.
Yeah.
You guys, like, I'm always a bubbly guy. I crack a joke at anything. Even if it's a tragedy, I'll try and make a joke out of it. That's the way I am.
Boy, I was more like you're very sad, but I thought you were like depressed. But now you say you've never been depressed.
No,
so that means
no. That's my face, bro.
Can I just answer one related to this question from Shahana Choudhury?
Yeah,
she said, "How do you recognize it?"
Can I just say something? How do you recognize
Okay, I'll let you go first, and I'll come back to it. Yeah.
Right, Shahana, recognizing, I think you can. There are people in your family members can recognize, your friends, and you yourself will know there's something wrong with you. With me, my mom recognized my awareness that because I was very conscious, I wasn't always well, and then even though I tried not to be a burden on my family and my mom, because like everyone has their own lives, and I tried to bottle it all up, and then my mom goes, "There's something wrong with you?" I said no, but then I told her, pregnancy, I'm not well, and. Like I said, we're battling with emotion disorder. I used to cry. I used to cry all day. When I start crying, I couldn't stop myself. So, like I said before, I went to doctors. They didn't diagnose me. They couldn't give me anything because they think that was too young.
Like you said, 20 odd years ago, even the medical professions.
25 years ago, that was
about 20 to 25 years ago. Even the medical professions, they didn't recognize these small markers.
And they
now imagine, like, how would we, working with local authority, how would we be, prepared to deal with something like that back then? No chance.
No chance.
Because if the medical community couldn't actually identify and categorize,
then how
are we as civil servants supposed to do it?
Exactly.
But now, and then obviously, like I said, I dealt with it myself. I used to pray to Allah and said, whatever happens. I mean, I thought I was going to die. I used to beg forgiveness to my parents, to my husband. That's how it was with me. And then suddenly my heart was sending with Tajweed. I had this feeling, sense from Allah somewhere, like a blessing. And my heart kept saying, the Tajweed. And that's what I did. And alhamdulillah, that's how I cured myself.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
I just want to answer this question connected. So,
please.
Shahana, how do you recognize? And then Mahbooba Jannat was saying, could you tell your viewers the early signs to look out for? The reason I want to answer that question, because like I told her, I've just recently been to some fresh mental health training, and three of the things which I will say is, if some people start overeat themselves, right? That's another. That could be one sign. The other way is some people start eating less. Right? For some reason they start. Those are the two signs. And another one, I think I touched on earlier, is about isolation.
Yes,
we said that. So these are the three signs I've told. Like I said, we're not expert. Don't take our word as gospel. But this is what I learned from the training: overeating, undereating, not eating at all, and isolation. They isolate themselves from everybody. Those are some of the signs I've mentioned. So I hope I've answered that question to Mahbooba Jannat and Amra Shahana Choudhury. Sorry, I'll let you go on.
Now, because I'm not program for some reason, I need to ask the control room, how much time we have, because it's a massive topic.
Yeah, it's a massive topic.
I'm not the title asking, we should get mental health and fit. Yeah, I've just been told from the voice in the sky. Now, don't think I'm bipolar or anything. The voice from the sky, I meant from the control room. I've been told that we've got about 20 minutes, so I'm not going to go very deep into it. I'm just going to say that mental disability, but mental illness এমন একটা মানে বেমার আর কি বা এমন এক বড় category, it's virtually impossible to actually categorize. So I'm just going to skim through certain things that is very common. In this day and age, for example, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder, for a bipolar. 1 minute দেখবা একজন বালাতা আসের, next minute হয়তো খানবো, বা next minute বালাতা personality কিছু affect হয়, mood সাংঘাতিক, huge mood swings, and so it really এক জিনিস, that's, it's not an actual bipolar, এটা আসলে it's almost physical but not physical enough to treat it well. Schizophrenia আসলে এটা physical বেমার হওয়া যায় না, because it's the way the brain has wired itself, and when it fires signals across from one memory bank to another, it just doesn't go through the right channels, and it gets crossed, and therefore it creates a persona. Like, for example, আমরা ছোট থাকতে we used to have make believe friends, or was it just me? Like sometimes we used to play out our fantasies, like as kids. Sometimes we used to play cops and robbers, and we used to really sort of go deep into the actual role, and we used to think, yes, I am the law, Judge Dredd. Never mind. I must be the only geek in the room. Yeah, I'm the only geek in the room.
No, I know about Judge Dredd. I thought it's a movie. That's why I'm not a geek, but I know Judge Dredd.
The dialogue, I am the law, that is, like Judge Dredd. He's the judge, jury,
memory going,
executioner. Anyway, never mind. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it up on the mental health issue. Okay? এই প্রোগ্রামটা হচ্ছে খালি অ্যাওয়ারনেসের লাগে, আর আপনারা কমেন্টস যে প্লিজ আপনারা কমেন্টস দিতে থাকবা, আর যদি মনে করি যে like it's something that is very close to everyone's heart, we're going to try and get a specialist in the show specifically for that topic. So unless you, the viewers, আপনারা লাগে আমরা শোটা করলাম, and again it's just for awareness, যদি আপনারা মানে আরো জানতে আগ্রহী থাকে তাহলে প্লিজ আপনারা কমেন্টসের মধ্যে দেউকা যে ইয়েস এই টপিক সম্বন্ধে আমরা জানতাম চাই, এই মানে মেন্টাল ইলনেস জিনিসটা কিতা, মেন্টাল ইলনেস লুইয়া মানুষে খুব ফরন কিলা খান, মেন্টাল ইলনেসের ইলাজ কিতা, হোয়াটস দ্য ট্রিটমেন্ট, how long could it take? So there are so many specific questions that none of us can answer because we're not specialists. আর আমরা মানে এক উপদেশ দিমু, আর এই উপদেশের উপরে আপনারা যদি অ্যাক্টিং করুন, আর যদি আপনারা আরো ক্ষতি হয়, এটা জিম্মিদার আমরা এই রেসপন্সিবিলিটি আমরা নিতাম পারি না। সো যদি আপনারা আরো জানতে চান তো প্লিজ পুট ইট ডাউন অন দ্য কমেন্টস, and we will try and get a specialist in that field and actually have an exclusive show based on that topic. Now, আমরা টাইটেলের মাঝে আসিল the topic about mental and physical disability. So we're going to talk about physical disability now. Physical disability, I'm just going to give you a quick brief because I'm not time short, so I'm going to give you a quick brief. Physical disability, মানে শারীরিক যে একটা আমরা by the way দর্শক বিন্দুরা আপনারা দেখরা আতের ডাইন সাইডে দি নিচের স্ক্রিনের আতের ডাইন সাইডে দি নিচে আছে ব্লু সেকশনও আমরা স্টুডিওর নাম্বার, যদি আপনারা ডাইরেক্ট আমরা স্টুডিওতে আপনারা ফোন করে মাত্রা চাইন বা কোয়েশ্চন জায়গাতে চাইন বা কোনো আমরা গেস্টারের সাথে মাত্রা চাইন পারবা, আপনারা ও নাম্বারে ফোন করবা। এই দেশে থেকে যদি আপনারা ফোন করেন তে 01616520295, আর দেশের বাইরে থেকে ফোন করলে +4416520295, sorry 0295. আমার চশমার দরকার।
Yes.
Yeah. So we're talking about physical disability. So আমার disability লাগে চশমার দরকার। Anyway, so physical disability মানে শারীরিক আঙ্গিক মানে কমতি যেটা মনে ওরকা জন্মগত জন্মসূত্রে বা কোনো অ্যাক্সিডেন্টের কারণে আপনার যদি কোনো অঙ্গ ক্ষতি হইয়া থাকে, ফর এক্সাম্পল হাত, পা, নজর, কিতা হিয়ারিং টেস্ট এক্সেট্রা এক্সেট্রা বিভিন্ন ধরনের ফিজিক্যাল ডিসেবিলিটি থাকতে পারে আমরা আর যে বাংলাদেশও I'm going to incorporate mental health and physical disability দুইটা এখানো আমরা সাধারণত বাংলাদেশের হতো আমরা হইলাম সাউথ এশিয়ার মাঝে আমরা সাধারণত আমরা disabled মানে mentally আর physically disabled folks হলে আমরা একটু হেলা নিন্দা করি মনে করি যে আচ্ছা you know like we don't really pay too much or give too much time to them unfortunately because some people think কোনো জিনিস হাসরা বেমার বলে ও সোয়াইলিয়া হয়তো আমারও মানে কোনো it's lack of understanding really lack of understanding but in reality এটা নাই so now going back to physical disability and let's talk about here in the UK আমরা তো আপনারা জানেন বিগত এক বছর ধরে what's it called it's called universal credit নতুন একটা বেনিফিট সিস্টেম বানাইছে আর তার আগে কোন এক সময় আমরা ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ ওয়ার্কস এন্ড পেনশনস আসিল DHSS অনেক বছর আগে ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ হেলথ এন্ড সোশ্যাল সিকিউরিটি ওই সময় এক সাদের নিচে মানে সব বেনিফিট আপনারা প্রসেস করে হইতো আপনার I think child benefit আসিল আলাদা সেকশন বাট অন্যান্য যা বেনিফিট আসিল এক সাদের তলে হইতো Fast forward few years later, ওনার দেখা যায় different branches all বাড়ছে এক ব্রাঞ্চে এক বেনিফিট লিয়ে তারা ডিল করে এনিওয়ে বেনিফিটের কথা আমি ও কারণে আমি তুলছি যে আমরা যে নয়া যে ইউনিভার্সাল ক্রেডিট একটা বাড়ছে আর লাইক আমরা অনেক জিনিস আমরা শুনতাম পারতাম যে in the news and all that stuff that অনেক জন আত্মহত্যা করে they take their own lives because some silly person at some silly office decides that no, this person is fine, they are fit for work, whereas in reality they don't have no legs. So এটা একটা issue এখন আর আমি মানে প্র্যাকটিক্যাল একটা জিনিস আমি যেতাম সেইরাম যে যারা মানে কোনো ডিসেবিলিটি থাকে হয়তো বেমারের কারণে মেবি লাইক আমরা সাউথ এশিয়ানের মাঝে most common বেমার তো diabetes, heart problems, high cholesterol, blood pressure, all associated illnesses. Itai nani onak সময় আসে it really sort of how can I put it? It makes you dependent on others to help you do your day-to-day stuff. For example, কতদিন আগে আমার একজনে হইসলা একজন ভিউয়ার আমার ইনবক্স হইতে হইসলা যে by can you like discuss something about physical disability, what kind of support is there out there, in terms of finances. Things have become really complicated. You can see someone face to face, physically form fill up kora jaito onto ito na holta online kora lage, and some people are still not adept. They don't feel confident doing applications online. To bichara hoila je can you please like look at that, or like offer me some advice. To am bichara hoila je sadly I don't have that much experience in that field, but I can raise the issue and see if viewers out there have any knowledge, or maybe even direct you to somewhere. I mean, I'm gonna like pass this on to you guys and see if you can offer any advice. Where can someone get help and support from? Should they go to Citizen Advice Bureau, or Age Concern, British Heart Foundation, etc., etc. Kunana get help people. Do you know?
There are a lot of websites on NHS.
You see, one of the issues is some people are not really good with technology.
Or you can go to.
For example, let's say like your mum and dad, for example. I don't think they can sit in front of a TV monitor and
access
type away. It's difficult for them. They're not they're illiterate. You know, তারা লেখাপড়া অতটা নাই।
But,
So how do
they can go
Oh,
to.
I think we've got a call.
GP,
Hello caller. Khair huida, kunan tiki huida.
Assalamualaikum, আমার নাম শাহানা।
Oh, assalamu alaikum.
Program, I'd like to say something live, please.
Fantastic.
আমি আমার program আমি রোজির সাথে করতাম, কিন্তু I'm not feeling well, that's why I didn't come. But I want to say something about what they're saying now.
Yeah. Please carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Please,
Yeah, carry on, please.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Shahana. Can you hear us?
Yeah, okay. Hi. Hello? Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam.
I think if you turn the volume down on your TV,
Yeah.
So you,
Okay.
You're getting a feedback.
you get feedback. Put the volume down. Should be all right now.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
We can
How
hear
are
you,
you
Shahana.
all?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you all okay?
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Alhamdulillah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you put the volume down on your viewing device?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
because basically what's happening, you're talking in real life and there's a few seconds delay.
Yeah, like it.
So
like that.
that's creating confusion.
Okay. So
Fantastic.
Down where? On my phone?
Yeah.
No, not on your
No,
phone.
the viewing
On the
device
TV.
where
Yeah,
you.
I've done it, yes.
Okay,
yeah.
I've done it.
Brilliant.
Carry on, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I was unable to come, but I know I had a lot to talk about today.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, let us know what you think. I
Yeah.
mean, your thoughts on the issues.
Yeah. Well, what it is, you know, you just mentioning that where people cannot go, where do they go? Because everything is online. Yes, we understand. But as a community worker, I've been working in the community, especially in the Longside area, for a long time. I mean, I am still doing these forms. It's very difficult. Yes, we are still doing them because of the people who don't speak the language. So because they don't speak the language, and computerized language is a terrible thing for them. And online is, I mean, we've had words with the GWP and also other departments. A lot of the departments have closed. And, you know, we are still open for people to come. We do referral as well. So if anybody in Manchester, around the area, wants to know what I do, they can get in touch with me personally if they
Fantastic.
want to. But yes, we're still here to help people in the community, and a lot of referral will be done to different departments as well. But we have people to help them, yeah? So don't be afraid anyone wants to come.
So my question to Shahana would be, you know, it's great that you have, you know, like a kind of a support system going. For example, you know, like in your Manchester area, you know, you've got a signposting service. Now, what kind of things can people with disabilities actually, you know, like sort of look out for? Because let's say, for example, you know, there's someone who has their legs amputated below the knee, for example, and you know they can't get out of the house. Who would they turn to for advice, and then, you know, get directions, you know, like signposted to certain different services? Who would they actually sort of?
Well, obviously, you know, they will get help from the social services
Social
department. They will
services.
help them. The adaptation department will also have access to wheelchair, putting equipment in the house that they need if they weren't able to get out. Give them a wheelchair for outside and inside, but obviously, again, they will have to be referred, assessed as well before
Yeah.
they can get all this equipment to them. So yes, we can help with that. Our organisation, myself, I can help them with that as well. I know it's a very difficult process, it is, because, you know, at the end of the day, as you know, there's been so much cuts in benefits and things like that. It is really, really difficult for people to get. But obviously, when it comes to genuine cases,
Yeah.
you know, we'll struggle, but we'll get there for them.
And I've seen that when Sam was saying that when you go to the how do you know the disability affects your work, and they say, oh yes, you are fit for work. I mean, as far as I know, Junior, for the 30 years, we've known that we go to the field section, what they say, if somebody can crawl to anywhere, they're able to work. I mean, that's in reality, it's daft. But
I mean,
yeah,
in all honesty, I don't want to even give my point of view on that because
I'll have to say that because of my profession or anything like that, I can't make any comments on that.
Yeah.
And I always like to keep my profession and anything like that separate. So
Yeah.
I'll have to just pass on this.
No, that's fine.
Can I just say something? There's also centres out there, local community centres. People are going to help. You know, like Sal said,
lot of centres,
people can't communicate the language barrier or the illiterate. That's local. There's the centres there. They have interpreters. And that's
local language speaking workers as well. You see, one issue that I'm having, I'm going to talk about my hometown, for example.
Well,
and
you know, the biggest barrier is the language problem. If somebody
communication.
can't explain the situation, it is a very, very big barrier.
That's right.
The language problem is a barrier, but there's lots of help out there. There's classes out there, there's colleges out there. There's so many organizations out there that do deliver English classes, and are all the people utilizing those classes? Are they using those classes?
Oh yes, we're passing them on. This is what we do.
It's not just the language barrier, it's the communication. People don't want help.
Trying to teach our people to get on with it. They need to go to school, they need to go to college. There's so many classes, English ESOL classes. I always do referral. We also have in the community so many. But it's like getting people out the house, telling them what to do. And nowadays, obviously, it's very difficult for them because they've been in this country 18, 20 years and they haven't learned. They don't know how to write.
Yeah, but there's other ways as well. Sorry, Shahana. There's other ways as well. They can do voluntary work experiences. There's plenty of charity shops out there. If they do the voluntary work, if they do the interacting, they speak that language. That will help them as well. Sorry.
Of course it would, yes. And at the moment, because you know what's going on, people are actually going to ESOL classes after 18 years. They are doing some voluntary work. They've realised that, come on, enough is enough. We can't wait anymore. We need to pull ourselves together. There's facilities out there in the community everywhere. We need to take it. A lot of the organisations have closed, and they've closed for a reason. But it's not a good thing that they've closed the doors for a lot of people. So the few that are there, still they can use us. They still can go to the classes. They can do, all they need to do is find a place to go there, ask for help, and there will be somebody there helping them. And thank you so much.
No, thank you for calling in.
Thank you all of you.
It's been really, really brilliant speaking to you, and some of the information you gave was very valuable. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
You take care. Allah Hafiz. Right, viewers, আমরা আসলে শাহানা চৌধুরী তাইনার আজকে আমরা সাথে আসলে যোগদান দিতে আসলাম, বাট তাদের স্বাস্থ্য wasn't up to scratch, therefore তাইনা আমরা জয়েন করতে পারছিলাম না. But at least I'm really glad that she rang in and gave sort of helped us out with giving directions. Time basically, just to reiterate what she said, is that we can get in touch with social services, local community centres, various different advice centres, and seek advice, as in they can show us where to go. আর একটা জিনিস হয়েছে যে অনেক মানুষ আছে 10, 12, 20 বছর ধরে আইসো নৌ দেশ আইয়া অনেক মারতে পারেন না, এই দেশের ভাষা মারতে পারেন না। আর এখানে ইদ্রিস ভাইও দুই একটা জিনিস দেখাইছেন যে এখানে তো কত ফেসিলিটি আছে, বিভিন্ন ধরনের অর্গানাইজেশনে ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ টিসল ওটা করেন। অনেক যদি আমরা কিছুটা চেষ্টা করি না, এটা যদি আমরা কিছু চেষ্টা করি না, তাহলে আমরা জাতি হিসাবে আমরা অগ্রসর হই মুশকিল
আরেকটা জিনিস আমি কইতাম সব লোক কইবা আমরা অনলাইন কোনটা জানি না আমরা কম্পিউটার কোনটা জানি না এটা করে nowadays this is the way we're going forward we cannot
Technology, yeah.
we can't run away from it আমরা আগে আমরা সকল না কম্পিউটার জানতাম অনলাইন পড়তাম না এটা না we have to embrace it অনেক সুপারমার্কেটে গেলে একলা তোমার লইব স্ক্যানিং করে গেলে দিতে সব রাইট লাইব্রেরিতে গেলে nobody's there you have to hand in a book and you have to do it scan it so everywhere we go it's there technology is there for us so we have to embrace it I know আমরা আগর মাসে অনেক কষ্ট হইব কারণ সারা তো কোনদিন কম্পিউটার একটা তারা সইছো না
There are a lot of people I know they got to user classes for many years and they can't express themselves
yeah
I mean ভাষা ওরা শিখে but কিন্তু ভাষা বলতে পারেনি
so
they need to utilize it
so I mean এই কম্পিউটারের অনলাইন ইস্যু আমরা এলডার্স রে খেলা একটা করতে হবে কারণ I just
it's really difficult
they'll think with elderly they have families they have care workers the elderlies are I've seen a lot of elderlies and they're not isolated they have care workers and they have family members who do look after them and
you see the other thing is you know like one thing that inevitably boils down to the pot of money that we have in each borough and ওই যে আগে যে আমি খোয়াত আসলাম না যে আমরা রস্টেলের কথা আমি কই না কি দুঃখের ব্যাপার আমরা যত কমিউনিটি সেন্টার অ্যাডভাইস সেন্টার হল আছে ইগুনদের ফান্ডিং নানি 50% কাট হইছে আর কি the 50% cut over for it I'm going to use you as an example if you don't mind you know you know like you've worked voluntary now you're only working only a couple of hours paid capacity I mean end of the day you have bills to pay as well
yes
so it's really difficult
have a lot of cutbacks
it's really difficult and the cutbacks really to you know my last job funding cut emon bhabe funding cut hoise and literally you know like I was trying my utmost best to outsource you know funding from various different places and keep the place going but it came to a point where I had to make a choice I either work on a voluntary basis and keep the place going or work part-time as in half paid half voluntary and realistically to gor solto nai you know although I do want to do good for my community I want to help my community but end of the day I need to eat as well you know so it's a really difficult balance to do and amra je topic holiya buisi they're so big it's like
huge topic
you start digging and you know oh my god
it's endless
you carry on digging it's like
the more you dig it's coming out the surface
you know
never ending
so these are very big topics I'm just going to talk right okay I'm going to just read a few comments out here and you know acknowledge amra dilwar hussain shibri is watching assalamu alaikum bro Abdurrab taina holde salam dishon
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম
amra Maulana Fakhrul Islam is watching assalamu alaikum Maulana Saab we've got let's see Saeed Ramjan is watching from Saudi Arabia assalamu alaikum
for watching
we've got Kibriya Choudhury Jitumia our very own Jitumia my nati
জিতু ভাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার আমরা বাটিয়ালা তনে বাটিয়ালা জিতু ভাই তাইনা খুশি বা
with Claudius Nel Perenia is watching from Brazil what do you think about Brazil guys Brazil is fantastic
I've never been Brazil all I know is the football team
team
but and they're good
thank you for watching all of in Brazil
we've got Latif Mia Latif Baya Huida I believe more awareness programs of this nature is very important hence another program thank you Latif Bhai inshallah what we're going to do I'm going to try and get a friend who's a medicine practitioner medical practitioner get him to sort of discuss both issues physical and mental I'll try and you know structure the program so I won't be taking live calls or you know like reading comments because that way we can stick to the script and get the message out it's really difficult because you know itar maze monorga manche information janta saiba and then trying to address all of them, it's really hard.
I think it's difficult where sometimes you've got to read the comments, you've got to do a bit of everything, and then that takes up a lot of the time. So you've got to actually plan it differently.
Ibai di amar natia hoida je tumi hoida. My mom is suffering from Alzheimer's. She was such a strong-minded woman. It's very sad to see, she's become like a child. Yeah, it is quite sad. It is quite sad. It's a slow degenerative disease. We've got our very own Ahadullah Shah is watching. Assalamu alaikum Mamu. We've got Diwan Choudhury. The one Diwan.
I hope he's still watching.
He's watching, We've got Junaid Bhai is constantly keeping an eye on us.
By the way, D is a huge community person. I think he would have been a good person.
His dad was a legend.
Yeah, he'll be a good person to bring one of these shows, D.
Yeah,
he's
got too busy, the guy.
Talking about disabilities, he's got a football team called Deaf Rhinos.
Yes, Deaf Rhinos,
and they're doing really well. I think that is a great example. Of a.
As a matter of fact, we'll actually, we'll have to arrange something to bring D in, talk about disability and also how to sort of help them gain same accessibilities to everything, like the Deaf Rhinos.
Yeah. So D, make sure you be ready for that.
And finally, we've got Mazumia, our very own photographer, very keen eye for photos. He's got a good eye. It's like, it's this one here, the good eye. Very good. Right, so we've unfortunately, we've come to the end of the program. So before we actually, say, toodaloo. Would you, Rosie Choudhury, like to touch on anything about mental health and physical disabilities?
I would like to say I hope we have
raised a bit of
awareness, and I hope all the viewers was helpful for you out there. And please post your comments.
Please,
I think that there's all the awareness out there, and thank you for joining. And inshallah, we'll do our best next. We'll get an expert next time, and we'll just go on the topic. Thank you for joining.
I'm really glad that I've come today actually, and I think we definitely have done, even if it's a little thing, that's a big stride for us. I think it's absolutely brilliant that we've managed to actually raise the awareness. One final message I will say to everyone is, if you're thinking of contacting someone to say hello, if somebody's not contacted for ages, or if you're thinking of planning to see someone, do it now. Give them a call, go and see them. That could be the difference from that person having mental health issues or having bigger issues than that. Just do that call. That's my message.
Thank you very much, Idris Bhai. Viewers, again, আমি apologize করলাম আপনার কাছে যে আমরা নির্দিষ্টভাবে বা একেবারে আমরা ডিপ বুইয়া আমরা এই টপিকটার আমরা ওপেন করতাম পারছি না, কারণ এক নম্বর হচ্ছে কি আমরা কেউ মেডিকেল প্রফেশনাল নাই, যার কারণে আমরা যদি কোনো অ্যাডভাইস দিয়া থাকি আর আপনারা অ্যাক্টিং কইরা তখন তাইলে আপনার ক্ষতি যদি ঘটে এই দায়ী বসে। আমরা এই কোয়ালিফিকেশন নাই, যার কারণে আপনারা কমেন্টসের উপরে বেস কইরা আপনারা ইটস আপ টু ইউ, আপনারা গেছে আমি দিলাইলাম। আপনারা যদি জানতে চান মেন্টাল হেলথ ইস্যু সম্বন্ধে বা ফিজিক্যাল ডিসেবিলিটি সম্বন্ধে সাপোর্ট কিতা আছে, মেডিকেলি কিতা সাপোর্ট পাইবা বা আর্থিকভাবে বা as welfare, social welfare হিসাবে কিতা পাইবা, I'll try and arrange a medical doctor, a general practitioner to come in and answer your questions specifically on those topics. আর একজন বেনিফিটেড অ্যাডভাইজার একজন আনলিমু আনলে পরে থান্ডলিয়া কিছু আলাপ আলোচনা করতাম যে ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল সাপোর্ট কিতা আছে। আমরা শাহানা চৌধুরী আর্লিয়ার অন টাইম মেনশন করছিলাম যে সোশ্যাল সার্ভিসে আপনারা অ্যাডাপ্টেশনের কিছু হেল্প করতে পারে, ফর এক্সাম্পল রেইলিং, stair lifts, various different adaptations. To be honest with you, এটা আসলে কাউন্সিলর উপরে নির্ভর করে, এক এলাকাত নির্ভর করে। ফর এক্সাম্পল আমি জানি আমার রস্টেল কাউন্সিলর নানি বর্তমান বছর যে বাজেট ভেরি লিমিটেড, যার কারণে কেস টু কেস এটা একেবারে হাই প্রায়োরিটি যার তারে অ্যাডাপ্টেশন ওটা দেয়।
Our centers are going. some
I know. I was about to say 50% cut. So, it's very difficult. So, এগুলা সম্বন্ধে নানি ইনশাআল্লাহ আরো আলাপ আলোচনা করব যদি আপনারা জানতে চান. If you want to know, put it down on your comments that yes, we would like to know more about mental disabilities, the different categories, how to deal with it. Physical disabilities, different categories, how to deal with it, what kind of support there is. In terms of social welfare, whether it's through social services or the Department of Works and Pensions, then I can bring in a specialist who specializes in welfare benefits. Afnarar comments are based. So the next program with these topics would be based on what you say to us, because আমরা তো টিভির পর্দার ইফারে আর আপনারা হৌফারে আমরা আসলে আপনারা মনের মাঝে কিতা অন না আমরা জানতাম নাই একমাত্র ফটো হইছে গিয়া আপনারা কমেন্টসের মাধ্যমে and don't forget I can read Bangla as well আমি বাংলাও পড়তাম পারি যদি আপনারা ইংলিশে লিখতে পারেন না বাংলায় লেখুকা no problem আমি আপনারা কমেন্টস হল আমি ফরিয়া নানি আপনারা যে মতামত আছে এইগুলার এখানো হই দিয়া এটারে আমি মানে I'll try and give you a show that is useful to you. আমরা তো প্ল্যাটফর্ম একটা আছে যেহেতু প্ল্যাটফর্ম আমরা প্ল্যাটফর্মটা ইউজ করি কি দেখুন আপনারা সো আর দেরি না হই দিয়া আমি আর একটা হইলে আশা করি আগামী it's going to be another fortnight isn't it আগামী বুধবার না এর পরের বুধবারে আর একটা শো লই আইমু তো রোজি চৌধুরী আর শাহিনা চৌধুরী তারা দুইজনে আশা করি এর পরে তারার অনুষ্ঠান হইব they're going to talk about various topics that affect women in general so তারা শোগুলা নানি সাধারণত মানে women affairs লইয়া তারা আলাপ আলোচনা করবা আর কোনো সময় তারা আলাপ করবা কোনো সময় আমরাও গেস্ট আইমু কোনো সময় তারাও গেস্ট আনবা আর again এটা হইছে কি আপনারা উপরে বেস হইরা আপনারা লাইক দিবা হার্ট লাভ করবা আসবা খানবা গুসা করবা কত জাতের প্রতীক আছে কেন you can either give us a thumb up heart laugh surprise
you can always give us a topic to talk about
give us a topic
you're all welcome
inshallah
keep posting for me and Shahana we're going to do our solo show inshallah and we want your comments and we want your help as well and we want for you to join us and you can give us a topic to talk about thank you
have you thought of a name for your show the Rosie and Shahana show
I was thinking about
or do you want me to come up with the title
we'll talk about Forever Green Forever Green
that's not bad that
Forever green
yeah
I like green
that's not
green
bad
for Bangladesh Forever Green
interesting
Green Studio
happy days
Bangla
happy days
লাল সবুজ কালার
fantastic right viewers তাহলে আজকে এখানে আমরা সমাপ্তি দিলাই and don't forget please আপনারা শেয়ার করুন আর যারা মাঝখানে অনুষ্ঠানের মাঝখানে যারা আইসন not to worry আপনারা বেশি কিছু মিস করছেন না আমরা অনুষ্ঠান ক্লোজ করার মানে কয়েক মিনিট পরে আপনারা অনুষ্ঠানটা একবারে প্রথম থেকে আপনারা দেখতে পারবা don't forget অনুষ্ঠান এটা অন্যজন হয়তো মানে তারা ফায়দা পাইতে পারে সো শেয়ার প্লিজ আপনারা শেয়ার করবা কমেন্টস করবা লাইক দিবা আপনারা যত লাইক দিবা না অতটা আমরা উৎসাহী পারবো যদি লাইক দেন না তো মনে হয় অনুষ্ঠান আপনার পছন্দ লাগেন না don't know আপনারা জানাওকা বিকজ আপনারা লগত তো ডাইরেক্ট ইন্টারাকশন হইতো না আর ইদ্রিস ভাইরে মাঝখানে যদি আপনারা রাস্তাত পাইন তো প্লিজ আপনারা তোরা সাসু খাওয়াইবা মানে বিচারায় আমার কাছে কমপ্লেইন দেন যে আমারে কেউ মায়া করে না রে
খেরে আমার খালি খাওয়াই দেন এক পাইচা
আমি খাইছা আমি প্রায় সময় খাইছা
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে so that means I'm going to get a mob these days with tea and coffee from everybody that's really good
and don't forget the cookies
don't forget the cookies as well thank you দর্শক বৃন্দরা ভালো থাকবা সুন্দর থাকবা সুস্থ থাকবা আমি ইজাসান আজকের লাগি আপনাদের কাছ থেকে বিদায় নেই আসসালামু আলাইকুম আদাব and have a good night
Okay, thank you. 2525, where are you 25?
রাখো তোমার 25 আমি এখন জেনারেল অটো সার্ভিসও
What are you doing there?
আই এম মেকিং মানি ম্যান
Money? What money?
আমি অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট করছি ক্লেম দিলেই 100 পাউন্ড
Really? 500 pounds?
মিনিক্যাব ড্রাইভারদের জন্য তাক লাগানো অফার, প্রতিটি হায়ার গাড়ির সাথে 500 পাউন্ড ক্যাশব্যাক। জেনারেল অটো সার্ভিস, 250 রমফোর্ড রোড, লন্ডন E7 9HZ।
The Eastern Pavilion Banqueting Hall, comprising 2 beautifully decorated modern guest suites with seating capacity for up to 1,100 guests. An ideal choice for engagements, weddings, Mendi parties, exhibitions and seminars. Supported by the latest sound and video technology, air-conditioned and free Wi-Fi. Contact us today and see how we can make your vision a reality. The Eastern Pavilion Banqueting Hall, located on Featherstall Road South, Oldham. A perfect choice for your perfect day.